And where are we going?
Class. Laisse-moi un peu.
Is that some kind of insult? What was it you said again? Laisse-moi un peu?
Could you please just open the gate?
Laisse-moi un peu? What is that, some kind of French? Lace me a little? Hey, don't think I don't see you, boy. You need to get yourself an ID. Yeah. Get to class.
Give me a break.
Kids, much like yourselves, fought in this war. They were put down in a chair, had their heads shaved, and given guns that would result in their own destruction. Just sit down. Wherever.
What are you drawing now?
Slow jit.
James. James.
Brousseau.
Brousseau. James Brousseau. I see you coming in last every day. I hope you're ready to be the last one leaving too. Hey, I'm trying to teach a class here. Their education doesn't need to be disrupted because you can't keep up with the sun's schedule.
I have to get up before the sun.
See you in history.
James. Yeah.
Still haven't checked in about your IA. Still haven't checked in for your EOC, your EE.
Still haven't gotten an ID. Still haven't checked in for your CAS.
so we're clear, the worker must exercise leadership in everything. This is coming from our main man, the red sun in the sky, Mao Zedong. Mr. Brousseau, where were you?
Skimmer held me a little later in class.
And you dragged your feet walking here. Just look on with Angela, like I know you normally do.
It's not like that.
So, last class we were talking about...
Y'all are talking about communism, right?
Yeah, we've been learning it for a month now. Viet Cong's in English, PRC in history.
Huh.
And remember that he was China's representative for communism on the worldly platform. So you're going to read chapter 10, sections 5 and 6 and 7, which can be found on...
My grandfather was in that war.
Make sure you answer the questions as well.
And his father, but I never really met either of them.
You're talking about the Vietnam War?
Well, my great-grandfather, he was in the first Indochina War.
What's China got to do with the Vietnam War?
So, Angela, I know he's disruptive, but you need to do your work. And Angela, I need you to put away that notebook and join us in the now. As I'm sure you all know, those who fail history are doomed to repeat it.
I thought it was forget.
It'll be that way when I'm not grading you, Israel. Looking at you, James. Now, I've talked long enough. Let's get started on paper.
Forget what the sunrise looks like? There it is. Big, yellow, and now it stretches across eastern America.
Girl, you trying to say you're more sophisticated than me or something?
I'm just saying, when we was out at that Chinese place, you were eating that sushi with the fork and knife.
Okay, this? I didn't know shoes had names. What are yours called?
SMH. Bruh, you stupid.
I went in on that bit raw, chopsticks and everything.
Don't front. You was eating chicken nuggets from the kids' menu.
James.
Yep.
You don't say much, do you, James? Georgia,
Yes, sir?
when are you ever going to take that logs test?
Mr. Bell, I wanted to, but I was called into work earlier by my boss.
I don't care what your boss has to say. You need to do what your parents think is best. You're not alone in that boat either, mind you. You need to listen to those that have always been there for you in life. Much like we all listen to the superintendent, we all need to just...
Good morning. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence.
Get up, everybody. I want to see everybody standing. Everyone. James, tell her to stand up.
Hey, you need to stand up.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
And
to the republic
Come on, I want to hear
for
everyone.
which it stands,
Does she know the words?
one nation,
Do you know the words?
under God,
You better start learning now. I want to hear everyone.
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
What the hell kind of justice is there in that?
That's just Bellamy.
It's not just Bellamy. It's Denver. It's the people that roam the halls.
And you're the one that listens.
I probably just don't get what they're saying is all. I need to listen and sit down while I'm at it. Besides, you're the one that's gonna make it big anyway. Angela Den. Artist extraordinaire. How about a little bit more pizzazz? Angel Artist Auteur. Huh? Alliteration? AAA threat?
That's if you make films.
How am I supposed to know what kind of adventures you're going to get into in the future? I just know you're going to be an artist in the future. That much is for sure.
But what's your plan?
Can you believe this?
What? It's a blood drive.
And?
I can't think of a single thing bad about that. I mean, I guess they put a needle in your arm.
It's not about the prick at all. It's about what they're taking from you. And who they're giving it to. Most people they give it to are older, you know? And we have a bus at our school taking from the youth.
And giving it to anyone that needs blood.
Okay, well, sure. If you got hurt, seriously hurt, who would be the one to help you if not the people you see around you? Like generations fend for themselves, I say. I don't even have to know the name of the guy over there, just his blood type. And what's more to a school than a student's DNA? Next thing you know, they're gonna print all that on our IDs.
Who's to say the old is taking from the young? Maybe we're taking from them. It's pretty hard to learn when you're a teacher. Repeating the same curriculum year in, year out.
Like we're stealing their education? Okay, but in that case, they're giving. That's the difference.
Wouldn't that put us in debt?
Get a load of that.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with...
Come on.
No, I get it. I'm the stingy old man ridiculing blood donations, church donations, and next thing you know, I'll ridicule the whole foreign exchange student thing.
For real.
It's just... I don't like handouts.
But James, we all come from the same place. Saying anything is outside of the fence goes to show how close-minded.
Goes to show what? There was a mosquito on your neck. I got it.
James, how are you? You here to donate?
Actually, I want to see your little operation here works.
I'd love to tell you, but don't you have a bus to get to?
It's cool if you don't want to tell me.
People donate to our organization, and whatever we receive, we give back to the community.
And who is this community?
Out there.
And what is this organization?
Why do you want to know so bad?
Well, you seem keen on my bus schedule, so why not try and balance the odds? Certainly know something I don't.
Well, perhaps I could shed some light on that. I'm in Angela's art class. My name is Mercy. She hasn't told you about me?
What is this then? Some kind of Christian group? Donations for Jesus?
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
You too.
For my friend? Sure. We all need to give if we want anything in return.
And so who are you donating to?
The community. If it's my religious affiliation you want, I'm Buddhist.
The Asian religion?
Yes, the Asian religion.
How long are you going to be sitting there?
As long as needed.
James! Your eyes to yourself.
Why do I always have to be the butt of all your jokes?
Because you're always at the rear of the class, man.
Well, I mean, today I wasn't.
Congratulations, you beat the Vietnamese foreign exchange student to class. Very nice. Speaking of Vietnamese, let's talk about the 2 million Vietnamese casualties that occurred in the Vietnam War, and how Tim O'Brien is able to kind of capture this giant number in his work. Think of all the ways Tim O'Brien portrayed these deaths.
Yo, Israel. James is doing.
There are many elements that are derived from one event.
Nigga, chill.
Israel. Is there something you want to say?
Sorry, I was just telling my buddy over here, Sharp, just to shut his mouth. As it would seem, he's disrupting class.
Well, right now, you're disrupting class. Maybe you can help us out by refreshing. What was I just talking about?
You were talking about death, the Vietnam War, and now you're talking to me.
Well, it's good to know that we're still talking, further disrupting class and wasting everybody's time. Much as that word that you use will never change.
What, the N-word?
Oh, what, the N-word? As I was saying, there's a certain right or wrong to words. Even when words are alone, they can still carry so much weight. There's so much history to a word the longer that it's been around. But when a word sparks a revolution and is constantly gaining volume in such a isolated space, all we're left with is the reverb of the chaotic nonsense. Change, revolt, and change over and over again. That word will never rise above the noise. It'll never rise above those who say it. It will always carry power within itself. Know this. It is an isolated word.
So because a word stretches beyond general definition, it then loses its meaning?
Skimmer, the students before you are not a product of the past, but tools for the future.
Tools, huh? Nice.
James. Israel.
Angela Den? Michael? And do you prefer Mike or Michael's fine?
Yeah, Michael's fine.
Sounds good. Michael June? James? Now, James, is that short for anything? It's written James here on the attendance.
Yep. That's it. Just James. Pretty boring stuff.
Still James Broussout? Or what is that? Broussout?
Rousseau. Yeah, it's French. In fact, I have 2 generations of family that fought in wars with Vietnam, and they were French. Yeah, they well, one of them was French, the other one was American.
Huh. What are y'all learning about the Vietnam War in here or something?
Well, actually, we're working on it in class. Or something to do with China, rather. Well, it's behind the projector. It's the assignments on the...
The hell's the matter with you? Damn.
What are you getting mad at me for? We would have had to have done it anyways.
All right, y'all, settle down. Let's get everything straight here.
We would have to do it. Your ass would have been looking up and down at Angie.
It's just you and I talking here.
Yeah, but if she was here, she would do all the talking for you.
I'd be talking to you all the same.
Save all the talk for Angela, James. She's the only one you had a chance of stepping up to.
Straight wuss, bro.
For real.
Are y'all boys done?
Yeah, we're done.
With college as much as it is, how are any of us expected to go? That's capitalism for you. People get hooked into debt. Suffer the consequences now and deal with them later.
Hey, boy. I told you to get an ID. Where is it? Show me the ID. If you don't get up in 5 seconds, I'm gonna suspend your ass. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Making these IDs ain't cheap.
I know.
Excellent. James Broussard. Got you hooked up with a new ID.
trying to tell you is to do more with the material I'm giving you.
And I am. I've been looking over a ton of abstract artists. Yes, I've been looking at Picasso's work, but I don't get why we can't look at other abstract artists too.
I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying for this assignment, you need to keep his work specifically in mind. I know you're a fan of the gesture drawing look, but...
I'm not a fan. I'm just trying some things out. But keeping Picasso's work in mind. See, look at this page. Or even this one. While not entirely immersed in the Cubism movement, you can still see it, can't you? I'm just muddying the lines a little, rounding off the geometric shape to create a different tone than the prescribed word you gave as reference. I'm using it as reference.
All I ask is that you turn in the assignments that I ask for.
Well, could you at least say something about the other work I do?
Show me what I want to see first, and then I will look at whatever you want. Just look at Mercy's work, for example. You're pretty late to the party here. Not only was she on time, but you can use her work as a reference, something to bounce off of.
Then how could I ever be different? The same names, the same style. The only difference is I'm late to the party.
Like I'm saying, you can research whatever you want after you show me that you're putting in the effort to learn what I'm teaching you.
And haven't I put in the effort? I came to school just to talk to you about Picasso.
And here I am, staying with you after school, making up for your absence today.
My father has been missing for the past 24 hours. I needed to be with my mother.
What's so great about Mercy's work?
Listen, just look online. You'll see Picasso was actually classically trained. Hence why his abstract pieces were more recognized. You need a foundation if you want to get your point across to anyone. And who knows? Years from now, you could be the next Picasso.
And then the world will have another Picasso. A late one.
What? Isn't that the goal?
He's not wrong. Like I've been saying, you need a foundation. You could really be something if you just follow my lessons. You'd be better than Picasso if you build off that foundation.
Please, you need to understand, especially with abstract art, I can do some wonderful things. I have enough conviction to say that. But I can't hold myself to Mercy or Picasso. I can't hold myself to one name.
We're obviously not getting anywhere. I know you're capable of amazing things, Angela. You're just very hard to believe. Restrictions, Angela? You have no idea. The door will lock behind you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Do you know how you're getting home?
Do you want me to come over? Do you want me to come over to your house? I just figured with all that happened, you'd want me to come over so we could figure things out.
I think I just need some time alone right now in order to figure things out myself. James, I got it. Just...
Well, I'm gonna see you tomorrow at least, right?
For sure.
How the hell am I gonna get home?
James?
Angie! Angela! Angela, open the gate! Angela?
Do you at least know what's going on?
I have the slightest idea.
Nothing? Come on, man. You saw more than me in the situation. Let's try and figure something out. I mean, you saw them.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. They just wanted a girl anyways.
The girl? What girl?
You know, that Vietnamese girl you were with in English.
So they have some sort of motive.
Whatever motive this guy's got, it isn't good.
Man. Do you know what the girl is now?
All of this because you held Angie up.
Hey! This is you and me. You can't use Angela as some sort of excuse.
Oh, but I can. She's always talking about how fake you are, James. Talking about turning heads. Oh, you're gonna be a big star one day. What's your no-name ass know anything about being a star? You're nothing, bro. Talking about French ancestry, fighting for a cause, serving a purpose. What's your purpose, James? You have an answer for that? Jesus Christ, man. Hey, man. James, hey.
James. 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 James.
James?
James.
James.
James?
James.
Au revoir.
Where's Angel? Angela? Angela, what are you doing? Angela, if you leave, I won't be the same. Angela, turn around.
Bill, not right now. We're done talking.
Just tell me the truth. Is the reason why you couldn't message me those log test answers because you were with that guy last night?
I don't even know that guy outside of school. Please, I'm already late as it is. Let me go.
Right here, right now. Do you know this guy?
Hey, Mercy.
Yes.
Is he the guy?
No.
That was awfully quick, Mercy.
Hey, Bill, you know...
Headline you back.
I got Jackie Chan over here.
Hey, get off me, man!
What was that all about, anyways?
He just wanted what a lot of people want.
Still not answering my questions, are you?
He just wanted help with his math.
That's rich.
What? What's the joke? He's Asian? Or you don't think I can help him?
Do you like getting ripped up like that?
Come on, James. I'll take the long way to my class if I have to.
What is it, because he's Asian you don't want me to say anything? What is that, some kind of Buddhist malarkey?
Please.
Who is Bill?
Who is Bill? Who the hell are you, James, to tell me that just because you helped me up back there, that you could just toss him aside? Do you think that you could just toss people aside and forget?
I haven't forgotten anyone!
You know what your problem is?
Tell me.
You're a victim. You probably get chewed out in class and don't know how to deal with it. And the worst part about it is you don't even know who the bad guy is.
Who says there has to be a bad guy?
Nobody says it. In fact, people you talk to day to day, Angela, Bill, or any of your friends, it's the ones you don't talk to. Rather, it's the ones you've never met. The ones who've lost their name to their reputation. What, or whoever they are, they know you. I, Bill, even Israel.
So who's to say I haven't already met this nameless man?
Chances are you don't know. As I believe, what we don't know, we'll never know, we can learn. And what we understand, we want to explore.
So you can talk like you know who I am? Like you understand me?
That's the problem. I don't know who you are. A person needs to stand behind what they believe. Put forth their faith. I don't even know if you have any beliefs.
Stand up for what I believe. That's rich.
Well, it sure isn't impoverished.
I was getting worried.
No biggie.
It's just that when I got here, it seemed like half the class was gone.
I mean, it was just me, I guess. And Israel.
You're forgetting about the Asian girl from your math class.
The Vietnamese girl?
Yeah, do you know her name?
I haven't got a clue.
So, Jesus Christ, that's always something. I would tell you to go up to the front office, but you're so incompetent I probably have to hold your hand to do that, wouldn't I?
Just be quiet. For the love of God.
Sure.
Is there something you want to tell me?
About what?
About anything.
What's with the interest?
You've been looking at me for basically half of lunch like you're looking into space.
Sorry.
Well, what's going on? Don't tell me.
I might go donate blood.
Is that all you can think about? Nothing about class? Nothing about yesterday?
Thinking is for the past. What I'm doing is for the future.
You didn't get lunch and you don't even notice.
Food like that is why I'm gonna starve. Besides, what are you doing with your tray?
I'm mulling it over.
And eventually, when the 30 minutes are up, it's gonna go in the trash like it does every time. It's such a waste that things have to exist for expiration.
Since when did you decide to donate blood?
Just now.
Something happened yesterday, didn't it? James!
Don't think you can front with security on your back. You talking to me?
James, huh?
Wrong guy. James wouldn't do this!
So what are you going to do about this?
I'm gonna keep standing.
James, are you okay?
Angela, don't call me that.
James Brousseau? Oh, there you are. Nearly marked you absent.
James. 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 Hey. James.
Jan Fowler?
James. James. What's going on? James, you're barely even talking. You're not even reacting to your name.
And what is my name, Angela?
James.
That's all you have to say?
Israel. Israel? Absent?
Should I call you by something else?
I suppose not. I don't have a nickname, no ulterior form of reference. Why don't you just say that name again?
James.
So you can call me James.
It doesn't just have to be James. Do you want a nickname? What about Jamie?
A girl's name.
But it's my name. My name for you.
I've already taken my name. You needn't spare me anything.
But James, I need something from you. What happened when you left?
I went home. And I figured things out.
Hey, James. Oh, man. I know we aren't really on the best terms, but you're the only one I can come to for answers right now. I'm looking for Israel. A lot of people are.
So keep looking. You're wasting your time talking to me.
Actually, I think this is the only time I'm gonna have to talk to you. Not counting the time I called you a stupid jit.
Yeah, it's funny. It's the last time I'm gonna have to talk to you as well.
Are we all present? I take it we've all completed our assignments? Oh, Mr. Brousseau, you have time to talk?
I have lunch.
Well, good. Maybe you can hopefully explain to me how you got this work done.
By writing on lined paper.
You make it sound so easy. I wish it could have been that easy for you the first semester.
It wasn't easy, that's for sure. It took time.
Time, yes. Yeah. Take a seat. Listen, I didn't drag you in here to tell you that your paper was done. You know, Lord knows it's one of many I've got to look at. I'm just wondering, how can I get more like this out of you?
From now on, expect it.
The youth, PRC, or other. Give me a moment to play devil's advocate. One could state the irony that the youth of China fell victim to an older ideology, using it as a justification to tear down what they were told to be, well, old. Along with, of course...
Sure. The teachers, the authority, the relics, all of them crushed by the youth. Capitalism was blamed for what was otherwise an organized mess of people, the old. And nothing's older than the East.
Land of the rising sun.
Japan.
That's what Japan would lead you to believe, but actually New Zealand's the first to see the sunrise.
Well, there's an older way of thought that should be demolished.
It depends on who you ask.
So the East is wrong.
Sure, but you're thinking about it as a country.
Yeah, but we just eat it up here in the West.
The truth is muddled there as well.
So the lies ought all come to an end.
James Brousseau.
I am more than James.
You're lying to yourself. James. I'm assuming your God-given name.
If it takes one form of reference for you, then there is your God-given name.
Similar to how there are many frames of reference for history, I can't say that I understand. No one can. that means not even you. We're able to justify a lot of things in life just because they go unquestioned. And they're old. And because they're innately wiser. Everything has to be questioned. Never silenced. News, family, friends, teachers. Everywhere.
Hey,
I know it's not exactly my place to say anything, but James and this whole thing with Israel, I don't know what's going on, and I can't say I do. I just want to say I'm sorry.
you know, maybe I'm a little crazy for this, but I have a drawing from a few days ago. From when I last saw him. I can't help but to think it may be better for someone closer to him to have it. I can only ever be a good friend. He needs a better friend.
You don't think he's dead, do you?
What do you want?
I wanted answers just like you. But now I'm all out of questions.
And how's that going for you?
Hey, lunch is over. Like it or not, I've learned, and I'm done sitting around.
What happened to Israel?
I don't want any of the questions you have to donate.
Hey, did you not hear me?
I don't need to be liked anymore. I don't need a name anymore. And I don't give a damn about your dreams anymore.
I never dreamed. You did that. I just wanted acknowledgement. You included.
Then let your admirers squander in the dirt with Israel. And let them rot with him.
How do you think you're talking like that?
Is that what you want? A situation to diffuse?
Excuse me?
Yeah. You want a name to call the bad guy. You want black and white.
James, lower your voice. Let me set your ass at attention.
That's what you want. You want a loud noise to come down. You want a fist to unclench. You're the victim.
James, you don't even know my name.
Do you think I give a shit about your name?
James. James! For the love of God, I could see you sitting right there. Dude, you're the only kid here. Even if you hadn't shaved your head, it's not like I can mistake you for anybody else, dude. Come on. By the way, your head is blinding. It's like staring into the sun, I swear.
What? Do you want me to say something?
Alright, fine by me, man. It's fitting that I finally get a kid who doesn't talk on my last day. Nothing? It's good rumor material. You know, something to toss around at lunch. Something to tell people. Nothing. Tell me, what is it you see out there? What are kids always staring at? And like every time, no matter what the class is, kids are just staring out the window. What is it? Boredom? Is something cool happening every time that you're in my classroom or in a classroom? It must be boredom, huh?
I guess like you in that screen, I'm looking for names. Anything to make a point. Some sort of reference.
Who says I need a screen to get answers? And since when have there been any answers outside that window? I imagine the sun would be the last place to see anything.
And yet it helps us see so much.
And what is it you're trying to see?
Maybe that's just it. Maybe I'm trying to blind myself. And what we wouldn't be able to see without one source of light.
I'm sure you know the dangers of trusting one source. That's the very belief that forsook hundreds of thousands of souls.
No. The sun may be one, but its rays give us so much more. Everyone, life as we know it. And as I'm sure you may enjoy to hear, stories. Family, friends, everyone. Going ever so infinite back to the light from which they were birthed. It's never ending. It's inescapable.
Sure, it may surprise you, but every story has to come to an end. Some stories are best remembered when they're gone. I mean, a couple more days, this won't be my desk. Another year, that won't be your seat. Your story needs a voice, and a voice needs a name. Andre? Are you alright over there? Yeah. Alright, well, you can get out of the classroom.
Your class? Thought the day was your last day.
My last day? My classroom. My name is Gavin Skimmer, just as your name is James Brousseau.
Is that what it says on the records?
Yeah, that's what it says right here. And a few days ago, James Brousseau told me.
That'll be different when we're gone.
Angela, what are we trying to accomplish here?
Why don't you tell me?
And I'll tell you again, your work is fine. Just let me take it and grade it.
So this work is fine.
I won't know until you show me.
So I guess you need to see my work before you call it fine?
I'll be honest with you. I'm okay with anything that gets us off of school grounds.
Mercy's paper was virtually identical to one of Picasso's paintings.
Can you tell me the name of the painting you're talking about? Angela, you're just looking for a reason to call her unoriginal.
I wasn't looking for anything in her work. It's not her that makes her work unoriginal.
You know, if Michelangelo were around when Picasso was alive, he would have made Picasso look like garbage. Mercy's work, she did well. She may even have a future in the art industry. But I'll tell you this, she's no artist. Angela, you need to understand that what I do is enforced. It has an origin. But if you want to be declared as an artist in the future, you need a foundation, and you need to be the one to build it. Maybe I can't say anything with my hands tied behind my back, but as much as I can say, not as a teacher with all these rules and numerous prerequisites, but as much as I can say, Angela. I want the best for you.
I believe you.
You really think shaving your head's gonna get you away from James?
And what gives you the right to pass judgment?
For I've already passed, I have seen, and so I will always know.
Your friend, he seemed pretty supportive of you. What was his name?
James!
Is he a man who inspires you?
I don't know.
You will never be the man he was, for you are the product. Your father was the product of war, and so you consume yourself in the flames of your own birthright. I've seen it. We both have. War rages where the sun burns brightest, and nothing burns brighter than a war unhindered. You're a slave, James. You are a slave to your own name. You need to accept that. And you need to live up to it. You are a slave to your ignorance. You are a grunt. You take orders from yourself. You are James.
James!
This isn't for you, Angela. This is for him.
Just turn around!
And what difference does it make where I look? And why look to your eyes?
Because you haven't seen what I've seen. You may remember that day as the day I left. But for me, that was the day that everyone else left. My dad, Israel, even you.
And how am I supposed to know you won't leave again?
You're going to have to trust me. As a friend. James?
I didn't do it for you, Angela.
Maybe I'm not a good friend. But I'm yours.
I only ever sought to act under every ounce of my belief. Family, friends, everyone. Or at least that's what he told me. I thought I could see you all so vividly. I had to believe you were there. I had to hear you. But I stopped seeing. I was so close to the light, Angela. Please, God, believe me. My grandfather, in his eyes, we could see that girl. I could see Israel. He could see your father. They were trapped in enemy territory. But now they are back on their path to the east. James.
And where are you going?
It's so bright, Angela. It's a place where I won't have a name. It's a place where the past is burned by the future, lost in its own perpetual existence. But it burns deep in my skin and yours. It's integral to who I am. A single point. They're all lost. Deep, deep within the light. And I'm gonna find them.
Thank you.